can start.
Should I start, sir?
Yes, please proceed.
One must had experienced even when we are meeting a person first time and without uttering a word also, we get a subconscious feeling about that person. Aura is an energy field around a substance which cannot be seen by a naked eye. Every human being senses the aura of other human being subconsciously. Aura represents your physical, mental, and emotional conditional states. Everything around us is energy. Different energies vibrate at different frequencies. So, awake your aura, awake your world. Good morning to all fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Ujjwal and I will be a sergeant at arms for today's meeting. Welcome. I welcome you all to the meeting of Toastmasters Club of Storytellers and Leaders Connect Toastmasters. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention three ground rules which we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. Number one, as Toastmasters, we either refrain or remain sensitive while we talk about sex, religion, and politics. Number two, we keep your videos on to gain the most of the time you are investing here and keep your mobile phone on switched off mode or silent mode. Number three, please do not cross talk and keep yourself mute if you don't if you are not speaking. Speak only when you are in a spotlight and raise your hands to speak. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, Toastmaster clubs also have a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce the meeting as open and hand over the stage to presiding officer Toastmaster Mohit. Over to you, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you so much, Ujjwal. Super happy, and the way you did your debut role as the Sergeant at Arms is quite inspiring. So, double congratulations and
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
wonderful for that. Thank you. And hello, everyone. Good morning. It's a chilly morning here in Delhi, but we are looking forward to a warm meeting with everyone here. And we look forward to learning something new together. So I have two quick announcements to make today. One is the announcement of our new EC team for both the clubs, the Toastmasters Club of Storytellers and Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club. We have the new EC formed, and I would like to congratulate everyone in their role. And let's have a round of applause for all those who have taken this leadership role, because there's a lot that happens behind the scenes in the backstage, and all these people who are in the executive committee or club officers are the ones who make things possible. and learn a lot in the process. So, a huge congratulations to everyone who has taken up this step forward in their leadership journey. Uh, Second of all, there is upcoming international speech contest. We are planning that in the last week of January or first week of February. The eligibility for that is the L2 level completion. So if you haven't yet filed your projects, then please do so. And if you are a little away from reaching that L2 level, then plan your speeches so that you can reach that L2 stage to become eligible for the international speech contest. And once you become eligible, you participate. There's a lot of learning that happens in the process. So don't miss out that opportunity. And with that, I would like to call out some of our guests who are present today. I'd like to get them to introduce themselves and share a bit about them. Let me take a look around. Looks like everybody is familiar face today. There is, other than, of course, Ashima and our friend Gaurav, who are our expert guests. Ashima had taken the session last week, and Gaurav is going to take a session for us today. But yeah, let's have a quick intro with you, Ashima, and uh, we want to check with you how you feel about this meeting you attended last time around, and is there anything that you took back from these sessions?
Thank you, Mohit. Hi. Yes, Mohit. So I missed the last thing.
Yeah, just want to check how your feedback was from attending the meeting last time, and is there anything specific you're looking for in these meetings?
Yes, I mean, I have a query actually. I was really enthralled by the meeting. I have never attended anything like this ever in my life. So I actually want to join it because I want to polish my communication skills, honestly speaking. Yes. And I would also like to know that is there any program for kids also? Because I really want my kid to have a good command on the way he speaks. Though he's good with his grammatical things and writing the way he writes, but communication, that is something very important that puts the person in the first place. So for both, for like for me and for my kid, definitely.
Sure. It's great to. Thanks for asking that question. I think that's a question that many would want to know. So, to your question, yes, there is a junior wing of Toastmasters which is called Gavel Club.
Okay.
Anyone who is below 19 years of age is welcome to
Mhm.
join the Gavel Club. Both my kids have been Gaveliers, and they have benefited a lot from these Gavel meetings. I was recently attending a session by the world champion of public speaking for this year, who's Luisa Montalvo. And she says that as a parent, the best thing that you can do is to get your child in front of an audience as early as possible. So that will open up a lot of new horizons for the child. So you are on the right path. I'm happy to share with you more details offline, and you're welcome to join our guest group as well. I'll add you there if you think it'll
Sure,
benefit you
sure.
or your
I
child.
would love to.
And yeah, there are a lot of parents like me who themselves are Toastmasters and their children are Gaveliers. So absolutely. All right. Okay. Uh, I think we will get the introduction of Gaurav in a little bit when it comes to his session. But for now, I will hand over the stage to our moderator, a clinical researcher by profession, a person who is behind Polish Your Purpose initiative, someone who's a dear friend and a great communication enthusiast. Let's welcome on stage Toastmaster Chintan Shept.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. The first thing you want in a session of Aura is to show yourself. So I request all of you to please turn on your videos so that our expert can also see and look at your aura, and we also get the warmth of your smile. Raise your hand if you believe that aura is important. Keep your hand up. Raise your second hand if you have ever worked on your aura. Okay, I can see 2, 3, 4 max people. So just calculate the percentage out of the cohort we have, because I'm not good at math. But remember, our aura screams loud before our mouth opens. And it's not only for speakers, it's for leaders, storytellers, and for everyone in the life. Our aura decides our first impression, because no matter how philosophical we are and how we think that never judge a book by its cover, we always judge a human by its aura. And knowing that aura is important is knowledge, but how to awaken the aura is the wisdom. And today we are going to witness the wisdom in action, as today we have an expert, Gaurav Mishra, who is going to tell us how to awaken our aura. A little bit about Gaurav. He is committed to well being through natural methods. He is trained in naturopathy. He is EFT master practitioner, a pranic healing and feng shui certified professional. He is specialized in sound healing, Reiki, inner child healing, and dowsing. Now, few of the words are foreign to me as well. But wait no more, because we are going to invite the man himself who is going to awaken our aura. Let's welcome the expert on this session with huge round of applause, Gaurav Mishra. The stage is yours, Gaurav.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, what to say about aura? मेरी आधी चीजें तो उज्जवल जी ने और चिंतन जी ने पहले ही बोल दी है. They were bang on things, bang on mark basically. And I would like to say before starting before starting this session, मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहूंगा कि I always wanted to join Toastmasters. मैंने 3 सेशंस किए भी थे Toastmasters के पहले, ऑफलाइन सेशंस. And my basic problem was just one. I think I am good in communication skills. मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ लोगों के सामने बात करने में. बट माई प्रॉब्लम इज कि माई थॉट प्रोसेस इज इन हिंदी. तो मैं बहुत जल्दी से ना इंग्लिश नहीं बोलता हूँ. मैं इंग्लिश बोलता हूँ. सो आई एक्चुअली वांटेड टू जॉइन टोस्ट मास्टर्स बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू टॉक कंटिन्यूसली इन इंग्लिश. क्योंकि बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स ऐसे होते हैं जहाँ पे दे दे एक्चुअली नीड a person to talk in English only, to speak in English only. So that's my main thing. Ki I actually want to join Toastmasters. So Mohit, if you can help me out in this, so please let me join the Toastmasters club. ठीक है. So now I'll start with the aura. या थोड़ा सा इंटरेक्टिव बनाते हैं इसको. ठीक है. मुझे आप अपने वीडियोस भी ऑन रखिएगा. ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा लेट्स मेक इट एन इंटरेक्टिव सेशन. मुझे एक चीज बताइए कि मैं सबसे पहले ना शुरू करूंगा. ऑरा इज अ वेरी स्मॉल टर्म इन द होल यूनिवर्स टेक्निकली. तो मैं ना एक गाने से शुरू करता हूँ टेक्निकली, क्योंकि हम लोग ऑरा कम्स एज अ पार्ट ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी. हम लोग स्पिरिचुअलिटी को लेते हैं सिर्फ एज कि हमें 5 मिनट का मेडिटेशन करना है या पूजा करनी है एंड वी बिकम स्पिरिचुअल. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. स्पिरिचुअलिटी का रियल मतलब ना एक गाने के उसके अंदर है. अगर वो गाना हमको समझ में आ जाए तो हमें ऑरा, हीलिंग, चक्रास, स्पिरिचुअल कॉर्ड, ग्राउंडिंग, स्पिरिचुअलिटी, मेडिटेशन सब समझ में आ जाएगा. तो आई विल स्टार्ट माई थिंग विद अ सॉन्ग. बहुत सिंपल सा सॉन्ग है, सब लोगों ने सुना होगा वो सॉन्ग. लगा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लगा चुनरी में दाग, चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, घर जाऊं कैसे, लगा चुनरी में दाग. ओढ़ी चुनरिया आत्मा मोरी मैल है माया जाल, ओढ़ी चुनरिया आत्मा मोरी, मैल है माया जाल। वो दुनिया मेरे बाबुल का घर, ये दुनिया ससुराल, जाके बाबुल से नजरें मिलाऊं कैसे, घर जाऊं कैसे, लगा चुनरी में दाग। होप यू अंडरस्टैंड कि मैं बोलना क्या चाहता हूँ। हम लोग ना अपने ऑरा इज अ पार्ट ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी, या बहुत छोटा पार्ट है स्पिरिचुअलिटी का। अ, हम लोगों के ना बैंक बैलेंस यहाँ के तो बढ़ जाते हैं। हम लेट्स स्टार्ट विद ऊपर का बैंक बैलेंस बढ़ाने के लिए, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद नोइंग व्हाट ऑरा इज टेक्निकली। मोहित, आप एक बार पीपीटी ऑन कर पाएंगे? या हम लोगों को कभी कभी लगता है कि लाइक व्हाट चिंतन सेठ, कि कोई आदमी हमारे आसपास अगर खड़ा हो जाता है आके, या वो फर्स्ट वर्ड बोलता है हम लोगों से आके, तो हम लोग इमीडिएटली उसके ऑरा से उसको कंपेयर करना शुरू कर देते हैं कि इज दिस पर्सन अ पॉजिटिव पर्सन और अ नेगेटिव पर्सन। हम उसके पास में आते ही हम लोगों को अजीब सी फीलिंग आनी शुरू हो जाती है कि यार इस आदमी से हमको बात करनी चाहिए और इस आदमी से हमको बात नहीं करनी चाहिए। और जैसे ही वो मुंह खोलता है हम लोगों को बड़ा तकलीफ हो जाती है, या हम लोगों को बहुत प्यार आना शुरू हो जाता है। डू यू नो व्हाई? क्योंकि हमारा ऑरा इज मूविंग इन द सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी with that person, or that person's aura is containing low vibes, bad energies, negative thoughts. तो इसीलिए दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड, हम लोग ऑरा को दूसरी तरीके से लेते हैं, विच इज कॉल्ड नेगेटिव थॉट्स और द पॉजिटिव थॉट्स। दिस इज व्हाट टेक्निकली द ऑरा इज। अ नेगेटिव माइंड कैन नेवर गिव यू अ पॉजिटिव लाइफ। तो हमें अगर अपनी लाइफ को अच्छा बनाना है, वी वांट टू मेक अ लाइफ अ ब्यूटीफुल लाइफ, अ लाइफ इज ब्यूटीफुल लाइक व्हाट आई से, तो बी सिंपल, be truthful, awaken your aura. That's the first step of getting into a positivity of your life. What is technically an aura? Scientifically, it has not been proven. जो जिसको हम साइंटिस्ट कहते हैं, scientifically it has not been proven कि there is something called aura. But yes, through quantum physics tells you or tells us कि हमारी every human being, everybody, not even human being, जो लोग चलते भी नहीं है, इवन हमारी जो पानी पीना है, जो हमारे टेबल है, जो चेयर है, एवरीबडी हैज गॉट एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक कवर उनके चारों तरफ। दिस कवर इज एक्चुअली कॉल्ड ऑरा। और ये ऑरा ना बहुत छोटा सा नहीं होता है टेक्निकली, इस ऑरा के ना 7 लेवल्स होते हैं। जो द टोटल लेवल्स ऑफ ऑरा कम्स टू अराउंड 15 मीटर। तो टोटल ऑरा का जो साइज है, दैट इज 15 मीटर्स। और 15 मीटर्स कैसे है? वी हैव अगर अराउंड 7 ऑराज, जिस तरीके से वी हैव जस्ट अ फिजिकल बॉडी। द फर्स्ट ऑरा विच वी कॉल्ड ऑरा is basically the etheric body. The second aura is the astral aura. The third aura is the mental aura. मेंटल ऑरा का मतलब ये है कि पहले जो थॉट प्रोसेस है हमारा, वो हमारे मेंटल बॉडी में आता है। उसके बाद इट कम्स टू आवर फिजिकल बॉडी। सर आप ऊपर कर सकते हो, या यू कैन, बस इतना ही रखिएगा सर, इतना ही रखिएगा, इतना ही रखिएगा। ठीक है। द सॉरी हम लोग कोई भी चीज सोचते हैं तो वो पहले हमारी मेंटल बॉडी में आता है, देन इट कम्स इनटू आवर फिजिकल बॉडी। ये एक बहुत बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग रिसर्च है क्वांटम फिजिक्स की, बट ये लेट्स नॉट डिस्कस इट नाउ कि व्हाट एक्चुअली इज कॉल्ड अ घोस्ट और अ भूत। तो एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग रिसर्च है, उस रिसर्च के बारे में कोई बाद में बात करेंगे। बट कभी आप लोगों को ये लगा है कि हम लोगों को बुखार आने से पहले एक आध दिन पहले ही सरसराहट आनी शुरू हो जाती है बॉडी के अंदर हम लोगों की? वाई? बिकॉज जो भी बीमारियां होती हैं टेक्निकली, वो पहले हमारे ऑरा में आती हैं और उसके बाद हमारे बॉडी में मैनिफेस्ट होती है। जितनी भी बीमारियां हैं, कफ, कोल्ड, कैंसर, टांग टूटना, उन सब का इंडिकेशन पहले ही टांग टूटना, हाथ टूटना, किडनी में प्रॉब्लम आना, एनी एनी प्रॉब्लम अराउंड द वर्ल्ड, एनी फिजिकल प्रॉब्लम, सबसे पहले हमारे ऑरा में आती है। कैंसर जैसी बीमारी 6 महीने पहले हमारे ऑरा में आ चुकी होती है। अगर हम अपने ऑरा को ठीक से अवेकन करके रखें, ठीक से संभाल के रखें, या फिर ठीक से उसका चेकअप कराते रहे, तो वील एक्चुअली कम टू नो कि हम लोग को ये प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। चेकअप कराने के लिए सर थोड़ा ऊपर करेंगे सर, एक मिनट, एक दो स्लाइड। देर इज अ कैमरा कॉल्ड किरलिन कैमरा। ये सिमिलर, सर और ऊपर कर दीजिए। दिस सिमिलर कैमरा गंगाराम हॉस्पिटल के अंदर इंस्टॉल था, डॉक्टर सामा ने इंस्टॉल किया था इस कैमरा को। और इस कैमरा से फोटोग्राफ्स कैसे निकलते हैं मैं आपको इमीडिएटली बताता हूँ। सर थोड़ा ऊपर कीजिए प्लीज। दिस ऑल हैव सर रुकिएगा प्लीज। नहीं नीचे वाला, हाँ। दिस वॉज द फर्स्ट कैमरा, दिस वॉज द फर्स्ट कैमरा नोन एज द किरलिन कैमरा, जिसमें से ऑरा की फोटोग्राफ ली गई थी। दिस इज द सेम पर्सन जिसकी ऑरा की फोटोग्राफ है। दिस इज जो आपके लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे नजर आ रही है फोटोग्राफ, दैट फोटोग्राफ इज बेसिकली द फोटोग्राफ बिफोर द हीलिंग टुक प्लेस इन दैट पर्सन। आप देखिएगा बीच में से कटे हुए हैं कहीं कहीं से। एंड इफ वी गो टू द सेकंड फोटोग्राफ विच इज ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ द फोटोग्राफ, इट इज दैट बॉडी इज कम्प्लीटली हील्ड नाउ, और उसके बाद उनका ये ऑरा आ रहा है। एंड द एक्चुअल फोटोग्राफ जो डॉक्टर सामा के कैमरा से निकलती है इज द सेकंड सर, इसके ऊपर वाला जो है। सर स्क्रीन आप चेंज करिएगा प्लीज ऊपर। बस सर, दिस इज हाउ डॉक्टर सामा जो कैमरा यूज करते हैं, उस कैमरा से ये वाली फोटोग्राफ निकलती है। ये फोटोग्राफ टेक्निकली किसी और लेडी ने खींची हुई है फोटोग्राफ। शी इज एन एक्सपर्ट इन इन क्लिकिंग दीज ऑरा फोटोग्राफ। इट्स अ सॉफ्टवेयर बेसिकली। आप लैपटॉप पे डालिए, अपनी फोटोग्राफ खींचिए डिजिटल कैमरा से, एंड यू गेट दी कलर, यू गेट दी कलर फोटोग्राफ। अब कौन कौन ऑरा चेक करना चाहेगा? कोई चेक करना चाहेगा मेरे साथ ऑरा? हम ऑरा चेक करवा दूं किसी को मैं, एंड आई कैन गेट इट चेक इमीडिएटली। बहुत इजी है ऑरा चेक करना टेक्निकली। आप एक काम कीजिए, अपने हाथों को ऐसे रब कीजिए, सिंपल, फॉर अराउंड 10 to 20 सेकेंड्स। इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल टेक्निक। 10 to 20 सेकेंड्स आप इसको रब कीजिए। रब करने के बाद जस्ट इसको ऐसे खोल लीजिए, धीरे से इसको ऐसे खोलिए, करीब आधा फुट या 1 फुट के डिस्टेंस में, एंड स्टार्ट फीलिंग इन बिटवीन। उसको एग्जैक्टली इसके बीच में आप देखना शुरू कीजिए, एंड स्टार्ट फीलिंग। आपके दोनों हाथ जो हैं या तो गर्म हो जाएंगे या ठंडे हो जाएंगे, एंड दे विल यू विल स्टार्ट फीलिंग समथिंग कि आपके दोनों हाथों के बीच में कुछ घूम रहा है, कुछ है, कुछ प्रेशर आना शुरू हो जाएगा आपके हाथों के बीच में। जब प्रेशर आना शुरू हो तो यू कैन एक्चुअली, आप उस वक्त खेल सकते हैं, उसको बॉल बना के खेल सकते हैं। जैसे वक्त इस वक्त मेरे हाथ पूरे ठंडे हैं, माई हैंड्स आर नेवर ठंडा, वो हमेशा गर्म रहते हैं, बट मेरा जो ऑरा है इस वक्त बहुत ठंडा है। सो आई एम गेटिंग अ कोल्ड फीलिंग इस वक्त। तो जिस जिसको कोल्ड फीलिंग आ रही है, जिस जिसको समझ में आ रहा है, वो एक बार चेक करके, वो एक बार हाथ खड़ा करके बोले कि उनको ऑरा कितना समझ में आया, या कितना कितना फील कर पा रहे हो उस ऑरा को। कोई बात नहीं दीप्ति मैम, धीरे धीरे आ जाएगा। प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस सिंपल। मुझे 4 दिन लगे थे ऑरा पकड़ने में, एंड नाउ आई कैन कैच दी ऑरा विद इन सेकेंड। मैं किसी का भी ऑरा विद इन सेकेंड्स पकड़ लेता हूँ। अब वो ऑरा पकड़ने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती, बट दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल टेक्निक ऑफ कैचिंग द ऑरा। ठीक है, इसका एक तरीका और बताता हूँ मैं, हम लोग हील कैसे कर सकते हैं। हम, मतलब एवरीबडी थिंक्स कि ऑरा की हीलिंग और ये सब बहुत मुश्किल है करना, बिल्कुल मुश्किल नहीं है करना। वेरी सिंपल टेक्निक। सर इसका नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे एक बार आ जाइएगा। इससे आप अपने ऑरा के फ्लो को चेक कर सकते हैं। सर ये वाला, इससे अपने ऑरा के फ्लो को चेक कर सकते हैं। नहीं नहीं सर, ये वाला। और आप इससे हील कर सकते हैं। मैंने सबसे पहले लिखा है बोथ पाम्स अप। बोथ पाम्स अप का मतलब है आपने पहले अपने हाथ को ऐसे मला फॉर 10 सेकेंड, और उसके बाद अपने दोनों पाम्स को ऐसे रख दिया, एंड जस्ट फील कि ऊपर से कौन सी एनर्जीज आपके पाम्स में आ रही हैं। किसी में ठंडी एनर्जीज आएंगी, किसी में गर्म एनर्जीज आएंगी। जस्ट स्टार्ट फीलिंग द एनर्जीज। व्हेन वी स्टार्ट फीलिंग द एनर्जीज, दैट मीन्स ऊपर यूनिवर्स से हम लोगों को एनर्जीज आ रही हैं कंटिन्यूसली। और इसको हम उसके बाद एनर्जीज जब आ जाती हैं तो इनको कहीं ना कहीं हम ग्राउंडिंग करते हैं। अगर एनर्जीज हम हाथ में रहने देंगे तो हमारे हाथ में प्रेशर आना शुरू हो जाएगा, दर्द होना शुरू हो जाएगा। सो वी जस्ट हैव टू टर्न अराउंड द हैंड। हम जब हाथ को टर्न अराउंड करते हैं तो एनर्जीज हमारी जितनी भी हैं वो अर्थ में जाना शुरू हो जाती है। यू कैन ट्राई इट आउट। एक बार आप ट्राई करेंगे तो एनर्जीज को ऐसे करके नॉर्मल। एंड द सेकेंड पार्ट इज, कैन एनीबडी टेल मी व्हाट्स द गॉड स्टाइल ऑफ हीलिंग? इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल स्टाइल ऑफ हीलिंग। हम लोग रोज देखते हैं, जो जो मंदिर जाते हैं, जो किसी भी धर्म स्थान में जाते हैं, वो जाके वो वो मुझे बताएं कि वो लोग भगवान में क्या ऐसी चीज देखते हैं, बिकॉज गॉड इज मूवमेंट बाय मूवमेंट इज हीलिंग अस, दोज आइडल्स आर हीलिंग अस। कोई बता सकता है कि कैसे वो हील कर रहे हैं हमको, एंड व्हाट इज द गॉड स्टाइल? बहुत सिंपल स्टाइल है। आप अपने ऑरा को, किसी के ऑरा को 2 सेकंड में ऐसे हील कर सकते हैं, जो हम लोग टेक्निकली बहुत सारे पैसे देके सीखते हैं। मैं आपको बहुत सिंपल सा तरीका बताता हूँ, सॉरी, कि आप 2 सेकंड के अंदर किसी को भी हील कर सकते हैं। व्हाट इज द गॉड स्टाइल? कैन एनीबडी से? मैं बोलूं? आई
I think
ठीक है।
it extracts the negative energies. ऐसे लगता है कि आपकी बॉडी से कुछ नेगेटिव निकल रही हैं
जी जी
चीजें।
जी।
Yeah, it's
Palm
नाउ
is
आई
focused,
टेल
up.
यू।
I think.
या
Yeah.
And palm is
Fo-
up.
या
So
palm is up, तो एनर्जीज आती हैं। व्हेन palm is down, the energies are going down.
I
Negative
think
energies, positive energies, and the grounding also is happening that time.
I
ठीक है,
think
now I'll
God
tell you what is
style,
the God. Yeah, please. Yeah, Chandan.
in my understanding, it's a belief system that works when we say that
Perfect.
God is working, or when we say we want to heal someone. So if the person
Yeah,
is able to believe, then it's possible. That is my understanding.
100%, क्योंकि ये चीजें दिखती नहीं है। ठीक है, इट इज एनर्जीज। यू वांट टू सी द एनर्जीज। आज एक आपको तरीका और बताता हूँ, अगर टाइम है, 2 मिनट लगेंगे। आप सब लोग अपनी बैल्कनी में जाकर खड़े हो जाना। ठीक है, बैल्कनी में 45 डिग्री एंगल के ऊपर ऐसे देखना आसमान की तरफ। जस्ट जस्ट 10 सेकेंड, 20 सेकेंड, मतलब मुझे 10 सेकेंड नहीं लगते हैं सिर्फ, कभी कभी किसी किसी को 1 मिनट लग जाता है। यू विल स्टार्ट सीइंग कुछ अमीबा जैसी चीजें उड़ती हुई नजर आ जाएंगी आपको धीरे धीरे, जैसे एटम अमीबा कुछ उड़ रहे हैं आसमान में। दोज आर कॉल्ड प्राणास। जो हम प्राणास प्राणास ब्रीद और उन सब की बातें करते हैं, दोज आर द प्राणास। हमको जब चोट लगती है तो वो प्राणास हमको हील करते हैं। टेक्निकली दवाइयां हील करती हैं, बट अगर कहीं कट लग जाए तो आप उसको ध्यान देना, उसको हील मत करना, उसको दवाई मत लगाना। आप देखना कट ना एक साइड से बंद होना शुरू होगा। वो प्रॉपर कट एक साथ बंद नहीं होता। इट डज नॉट क्लोज डाउन लाइक दिस। वो एक साइड से बंद होना शुरू होता है, जैसे कोई उसको स्टिच कर रहा है धीरे धीरे। दोज आर प्राणास कमिंग इन योर बॉडी एंड हीलिंग इट। हम ऑरा इस तरीके से हील करते हैं हम लोग। नाउ आई टेल यू द गॉड स्टाइल। किसी ने देखा है भगवान को इस तरीके से, हाथ एक नीचे और हाथ एक ऊपर, या उनके हाथ में लड्डू होता है या कुछ होता है, या ये हाथ नीचे ये हाथ ऊपर? इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल टेक्निक ऑफ हीलिंग। एनीबडी हु इज इल, जस्ट सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ देम, और सिर्फ आपने इतना ही बोलना है कि प्लीज हील दी पर्सन ऑरा, आई एम हेल्पिंग इन हीलिंग दैट पर्सन ऑरा। एंड जस्ट हाथ ऐसे करके फॉर 5 सेकेंड्स, 10 सेकेंड, यू जस्ट हैव टू थिंक कि एक व्हाइट लाइट इज कमिंग हियर। आफ्टर 10 सेकेंड्स ये हाथ ऐसे कर दो अगर उनके पीठ में दर्द है, अगर उनके बैक में पेन है। दिस वॉज माई फर्स्ट हीलिंग विच आई डिड फॉर माई मॉम। तो इसलिए मुझे हीलिंग याद है, सॉरी। तो आप सिंपल सा हाथ ऐसे रख के फॉर 10-20 सेकेंड्स, व्हाइट लाइट इज कमिंग इनसाइड, एंड ऑन द बैक साइड ऑफ द पर्सन जहां उनको दर्द हो रहा है, वहां पे आप अपने हाथ को 1 फीट आगे रखो, 1 फीट दूर रखो उनसे, एंड जस्ट से प्लीज हील दी ऑरा। यहाँ से ऑटोमेटिकली ये सोचना है आपको, इट्स ऑल थॉट प्रोसेस, कि यहाँ से एक व्हाइट लाइट उनके बॉडी में जा रही है। यू विल एक्चुअली सी द पर्सन रिकवरिंग। आपको ऑरा हील करने का एक बहुत अच्छी टेक्निक देता हूँ मैं। एनीबडी हु इज इनटू पेन, क्योंकि सबसे पहले पेन ऑरा में आता है, उसके बाद बॉडी में आता है। यू कैन राइट डाउन द नंबर ऑल्सो, आई कैन गिव यू द नंबर। इट इज 111-2223। इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल स्विच नंबर। इट इज कॉल्ड 111-2223। दिस वे यू कैन एक्चुअली हील योर ऑरा। आपको सिर्फ इतना बोलना है कि दिस पार्ट ऑफ माई बॉडी इज गेटिंग अफेक्टेड, सो प्लीज हील माई ऑरा इन दैट पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी। इतना मैनिफेस्ट करना है आपको। स्टार्ट रिसाइटिंग दिस नंबर मनी मन, 111-2223। आपको मनी मन रिसाइट करना है। व्हेन यू स्टार्ट रिसाइटिंग, आप देखना 3 से 5 मिनट के अंदर आपकी बॉडी रिएक्ट करना शुरू कर देगी, वो पेन आपका कम होना शुरू हो जाएगा। दिस एक्चुअली हैपेंस, क्योंकि ये मैं देखता हूँ, ये मेरा रोज का काम है करना। नाउ इफ यू वांट टू सी दी ऑरा, अगर आप लोगों को ऑरा देखना है किसी का भी, तो बहुत सिंपल सी टेक्निक है। आप
Gaurav,
किसी भी इंसान, या
sorry for stopping. You are saying just we have to reset this number internally, or we have to
या
speak something. Just only we have to reset this number, right?
यू हैव टू स्पीक कि जिस सपोज यू आर हैविंग अ बैक पेन, You just have to say कि please heal the aura of my back.
ओके,
ठीक
एंड
है,
नंबर
and
कब
then
बोलना है?
start और नंबर उसके बाद बोलना शुरू कर दीजिए, 1 1
ओके,
1 2 2
कॉन्टिन्यूस
2
नंबर
3,
बोलना है एक बार उस पे।
कंटिन्यूस नंबर बोलना है, यस यस कंटिन्यूस नंबर बोलना है,
ओके, जहाँ पे पेन उसका नाम
1
लेके
1,
सील माई ओवर एंड देन स्टार्ट
हाँ,
नंबर। ओके ओके,
यस
थैंक यू।
यस, या. Now I'll tell you a technique, a very simple technique, how to see the aura. ठीक है, आप किसी भी इंसान को ना अपने सामने बिठा दीजिए, आपके उसके पीछे ना एक प्लेन वॉल होनी चाहिए, ब्लैक कलर की वॉल ना हो, बहुत कलरफुल वॉल ना हो, अ प्लेन व्हाइट वॉल और अ येलो वॉल और अ ब्लू वॉल. ठीक है, दो तरीके हैं उसको देखने के. उससे करीब 6 से 10 फुट दूर बैठ जाइए और उसके फोरहेड पे, ये इसको हम आज्ञा चक्र कहते हैं, यहाँ पे आप कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके देखना शुरू कीजिए, इस पोर्शन पे या फोरहेड पे कहीं पर भी, जस्ट स्टार्ट लुकिंग एट द पर्सन. ठीक है, आंख ब्लिंक मत कीजिएगा. थोड़ी देर बाद देखना वो आदमी के चारों तरफ ना ऑटोमेटिकली इसके चारों तरफ आपको यहाँ पर एक छोटी सी लाइट आनी शुरू हो जाएगी. एंड यहाँ पे इस चारों तरफ एक व्हाइट कलर की या ब्लैक कलर का आउटलाइन बन जाएगी. और उसके बाद जस्ट अपने आईज को ऊपर उठाइए, सर के 4 इंच ऊपर, एंड देन यू विल सी द ऑरा ऑफ द पर्सन. मोस्टली आप लोगों को व्हाइट कलर या ब्लैक कलर का ही ऑरा नजर आएगा. ठीक है, एंड यू विल बी सरप्राइज, उस ऑरा के अंदर वो आदमी नजर नहीं आता. यू एक्चुअली सी द शेप ऑफ द सोल. इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग विच यू कैन सी, ब्यूटीफुल थिंग. और उसके अंदर अगर आपको प्रैक्टिस हो गई है ज्यादा, जैसे आई एम अ क्लेयरवॉयंट नाउ, आई एम नॉट अ बॉर्न क्लेयरवॉयंट, आई एम अ प्रैक्टिस क्लेयरवॉयंट. तो अब मुझे कलर्स नजर आते हैं और आके आराम से, किसी को क्या तकलीफ होने वाली है, क्या होने वाला है. आई कैन एक्चुअली सी दी इमोशनल कलर्स ऑल्सो ऑफ अ पर्सन, इमोशनल मेंटल कलर्स ऑफ अ पर्सन, क्योंकि वो प्रैक्टिस इतनी हो चुकी है. आई एम डूइंग दिस सिंस 2006. इट्स अ वेरी गुड स्टोरी जो मुझे, जिसकी वजह से मैं इस लाइन में आया. मैं तो मैं डरता था बहुत ज्यादा बचपन में, मुझे डेथ से डर लगता था. तो दिस इज हाउ आई केम इनटू दिस लाइन, एंड अब कुछ नहीं लगता डर. दूसरा एक बहुत अच्छी चीज बताऊंगा आप लोगों को, ये गर्ल्स के लिए बहुत 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 अच्छा है, गर्ल्स के लिए. इफ यू वांट टू क्लियर योर
हाँ जी।
फेस ऑरा, आपको किसी मीटिंग में, बॉयज भी कर सकते हैं इसको. इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टेक्निक. अगर आपको अपने फेस को बहुत अच्छा करना है, फेस में से पिंपल्स हटाने हैं और इमीडिएटली ग्लो लाना है एक मीटिंग से पहले, सिंपल सा हाथ रब कीजिए और जैसे हम पानी से मुंह साफ करते हैं, ऐसे 36 टाइम्स मुंह को साफ कीजिए. सिंपल, सिंपल टेक्निक है. आप रब कीजिए फॉर 10 सेकेंड्स, फेस में लेके आइए और इसको 36 टाइम्स ऐसे साफ कीजिए. जस्ट लुक एट इट कि आपका फेस उस वक्त, किसी भी मीटिंग में आप जाएंगे, एनी मीटिंग यू आर गोइंग, सब लोग आपको देखते हुए नजर आ रहे होंगे. ये मेरी गारंटी है आपको, दिस इज माई गारंटी. इफ यू आर एक्चुअली रबिंग योर फेस 36 टाइम्स बिफोर गोइंग फॉर अ मीटिंग, आपको जो फेस का ग्लो है, जो फेस का ऑरा है, आप कितने भी नेगेटिव हो, कितने भी लो वाइब्स के साथ जा रहे हो, कितना भी रो के जा रहे हो कि घर में बहुत झगड़ा हो गया है या बॉस ने कुछ बोल दिया है, आप रो रहे हैं, डू दिस टेक्निक. आई एम अश्योरिंग यू कि सब लोग आपको ही देख रहे होंगे. यू विल बी द सेंटर पॉइंट उस ऑफिस के अंदर, उस दिन. ये कंफर्म्ड है. और अगर लेडीज रोज ये करती हैं या जेंट्स भी करते हैं रोज, तो आपके फेस से पिंपल्स हट जाएंगे. ये कंफर्म्ड है, ये बहुत कंफर्म्ड है कि आपके फेस से सारे पिंपल्स हट जाएंगे, ब्लेमिशेस हट जाएंगे आपके फेस में से. तो हमको स्किन के अंदर कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, स्किन के बाहर से हम बहुत सारी चीजें कर सकते हैं स्किन के लिए. एंड ऑरा इज अ वेरी 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 वास्ट वास्ट टॉपिक. तो ऑरा के साथ ना आई विल नॉट एड ऑन द प्राणास, बिकॉज वो टॉपिक के बाहर चला जाएगा, और द स्पिरिचुअल कॉर्ड और द चक्रास. बट आई वुड लाइक टू एड ऑन वन थिंग जो हम लोग के लिए ना बहुत जरूरी है. हम लोग इस चीज को भूल चुके हैं, और स्पिरिचुअलिटी और डेली लाइफ के अंदर प्रेयर्स करते वक्त भी हम लोग चप्पल पहनते हैं जो रबड़ की चप्पल होती है, लेदर की चप्पल्स होती है, या शूज पहनते हैं, लेदर के शूज पहनते हैं, रबड़ के शूज पहनते हैं. हम सोते हैं उसके ऊपर, क्या कहते हैं, बिस्तर के ऊपर सोते हैं. तो दी ग्राउंडिंग, हमारी ग्राउंडिंग टूट चुकी है हमारी बॉडी पर से. सो टेक्निकली आर ऑरा हैज हैज बीन ब्रोकन फ्रॉम मेनी मेनी एरियाज. जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा टूटा है वो टांगों से, लेग से हमारा ऑरा सबसे ज्यादा टूटा है. इसकी वजह से ही अगर आप देखें तो हम लोगों के बॉडी के अंदर बहुत सारी मेनी प्रॉब्लम्स व्हाट वी आर हैविंग इज आइदर बैक और लेग्स और स्टमक. हमारी मैक्सिमम प्रॉब्लम्स आज की तारीख में यहाँ से आती है. तो आप एक, या तो आप अगर अगर आप एक चीज शुरू कर दें उसके अंदर, विच इज कॉल्ड ग्राउंडिंग. ठीक है, सो योर ऑरा विल स्टार्ट रिकवरिंग इटसेल्फ will start awakening itself within 72 hours. That's my promise to you. कि इस 72 घंटे के अंदर ऑरा आपका रिवाइव करना शुरू कर जाएगा. इट्स अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल टेक्निक. ग्राउंडिंग कहते हैं इसको. ग्राउंडिंग के अंदर जो बहुत सिंपल टेक्निक है वो बेसिकली आती है सुबह या शाम को अगर आप बेयरफुट घूमते हैं पार्क के अंदर या अपने घर में भी घूम सकते हैं. wherever you want, walk barefoot at least for 10 minutes morning, 10 minutes evening, whichever floor you are staying. आप 20th फ्लोर पे रहते हैं तब भी कर सकते हैं बिकॉज अर्थ इज अर्थ. हमारी नीचे वो गारा पत्थर वही लगा हुआ है जो अर्थ से ही आया हुआ है. यू गेट द सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी. सेकंड, if you can do it, sit down near a tree and study or read or do anything. Tree is a very good form of rejuvenating your aura. Fantastic form of rejuvenating your aura. And once an year, कभी भी आप छुट्टी पे जाते हैं तो कोई ऐसी जगह पे जाइए या जहां भी जाइए वहां पे नेचर से जरूर रिलेट कीजिए. और इफ यू ऑल आर गोइंग फॉर अ मॉर्निंग वॉक, एक दिन आप ट्राई कीजिएगा कि मॉर्निंग वॉक पे ना कान में लगा के सुनते हुए नहीं जाना. कि ना किसी का भजन सुनना है, ना किसी का आरती सुननी है, ना फिल्म के गाने सुनने, कुछ नहीं सुनना, ना किसी का मोटिवेशन सुनना है. मोटिवेट योर सेल्फ. टॉक टू द प्लांट्स. गो टू अ पार्क. आप प्लांट्स को देखते हुए जाओ. आई अश्योर यू कि आप प्लांट से बात करोगे तो प्लांट्स आपसे बात करेंगे. मैं मोहित जी को ना, क्योंकि मोहित जी स्टेज नियर माई प्लेस ओनली, ठीक है, मैं उनको अपने घर की बैल्कनी दिखा सकता हूँ. मैं मेरे घर के बाहर ना पीपल का पेड़ लगा है बहुत बड़ा, और मेरी मॉम बार बार उसको काट देती है. बट एक तना ऐसा है वहां पे, एक स्टेम ऐसी है जो नहीं मतलब टूट भी जाती है वो मेरे घर के अंदर ही आती है बार बार. बिकॉज आई यूज टू टॉक टू दैट तना व्हेन जो कोविड चलता था ना, तो एज एन एक्सपेरिमेंट वी यूज टू टॉक टू दैट स्टेम. वो स्टेम को जब भी मेरी मदर काटती है वो मेरे घर के अंदर ही उगता है वो आके, वो कभी बाहर नहीं जाता. और वो वहीं पे आकर प्लांट देता है, वहीं पे उसके फूल होते हैं. नीम के फूल और नीम के जो फ्रूट्स होते हैं ना बहुत रेयरली आते हैं, मेरे घर में आते हैं. वो मेरे घर के बाहर है. एंड हाइट ऑफ हाइट ये है कि मेरे घर के अंदर कभी नीम नहीं आया, कभी नीम नहीं होगा. मैंने बात करी है उससे. ये एक्चुअल कहानी है, ये मेरे घर की कहानी है ये. द लास्ट थिंग विच यू कैन डू, आप इस वक्त भी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, कभी भी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. वेरी सिंपल. व्हाट टू बी डन इनसाइड द हाउस, कैन यू रिपीट? अच्छा एक मिनट, आई रिपीट इट, डोंट वरी. आंखों पे रख लीजिए. क्लोज योर आईज. आपकी बैक से, जो आपकी बैक है वहां से आपने सिर्फ इतना सोचना है कि देयर इज अ ब्राइट गोल्डन लाइट गोइंग इनसाइड द अर्थ फॉर अराउंड 10 meters to 15 meters. जब आप ये लेके जाएंगे तो आपको ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि जब वो 15 मीटर नीचे चला गया है तो वहां पे रूट्स बन गए हैं सबके. आपके उस लाइट्स के रूट्स बन चुके हैं. तो योर ग्राउंडिंग इज गेटिंग डन. इट्स अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल सिंपल एक्सरसाइज. आप ये एक्सरसाइज अगर 1 मिनट के लिए भी दिन में कर लेंगे, आप कुछ मत कीजिए, आपको जो जो मैंने समझाया वो भी छोड़ दीजिए. आप सिर्फ ये एक्सरसाइज मॉर्निंग के अंदर 1 मिनट कर लीजिए. यू विल स्टार्ट, योर ऑरा विल स्टार्ट रिजुविनेटिंग इटसेल्फ. योर ऑरा विल स्टार्ट अवेकनिंग इटसेल्फ. एंड यू विल स्टार्ट, योर इंट्यूशन विल गेट बेटर. आप लोगों का ब्लड प्रेशर डाउन होना शुरू हो जाएगा. जिसको ब्लड प्रेशर की प्रॉब्लम है, ब्लड प्रेशर में नहीं बोलता कि दवाई खाना छोड़ दीजिए, दवाई 100% खाइएगा, बट आपका स्टेबल होना शुरू हो जाएगा वो. सो प्लीज इफ यू कैन डू इट, सो प्लीज डू दैट. इसके अंदर मैंने ना एक फोटोग्राफ है. मोहित जी थोड़ा सा एक तो ऊपर करेंगे, मैं एक फोटोग्राफ दिखाना चाहता हूँ. एक एक और ऊपर. ये सारा बोल दिया था मैंने, एक और ऊपर कर लिया सब कुछ. इसके अंदर एक फोटोग्राफ आएगी, बैक की फोटोग्राफ है. ग्राउंडिंग के बाद में एक बैक की फोटोग्राफ है. दिस, इसके बाद ये दिस वन. ये जो है ना, ये एक मैट है बेसिकली, जिसके ऊपर लोग सोते हैं और उसके बाद वो लोग ऑरा के फोटोग्राफ खींचते हैं वो लोग बेसिकली. बट आपको इस मैट की जरूरत नहीं है. हम लोग अगर जमीन पे भी सो जाएं तो जो आपके लेफ्ट में फोटोग्राफ है ना, इस फोटोग्राफ वो है जो हम बिस्तर पे सोते हैं उसकी. और जो राइट में फोटोग्राफ है वो फोटोग्राफ वो है जो हम मैट पे जमीन पे सो रहे हैं. तो यू कैन एक्चुअली सी द डिफरेंस. दिस इज द एक्चुअल फोटोग्राफ, एक्चुअल ऑरिक फोटोग्राफ ऑफ अ पर्सन. बेड पे सोने से पहले, बेड पे सोने के बाद और मैट पे सोने के बाद। और लास्टली मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहूंगा, सर एक मिनट, दो दो और ऊपर कर देंगे, दो दो स्क्रीन और, एक या से इसके बाद वाली। दिस इज दिस इज अ प्राणिक ब्रीदिंग, बेसिकली तो प्राणायाम है ये, ठीक है, बट इसमें छोटा सा एक कैच है। दिस इज अ वेरी गुड प्राणिक ब्रीदिंग। इससे मैंने अपना एस्थमा 2 से 3 बार ठीक किया हुआ है। मैं एस्थमेटिक पेशेंट, तो इससे मैंने अपना एस्थमा 2 से 3 बार ठीक किया हुआ है जब मैं मीटिंग में गया था, ठीक है, और मैं दवाई ले जाना भूल गया था वहां पे, ठीक है। इट्स अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल, और इससे आप अपना ऑरा बहुत अच्छे से ठीक कर सकते हैं, आपके चक्रास बहुत अच्छे से ठीक हो सकते हैं, आपके बॉडी के अंदर की चीजें बहुत अच्छे से ठीक हो सकती हैं। यू ब्रीद इन 6 सेकेंड, होल्ड फॉर 6 सेकेंड, होल्ड फॉर 3 सेकेंड, breathe out for 6 seconds, and hold for 3 seconds. This is one set. Do 6 sets at a time. 6-3-6-3 breathing. And when you are breathing, आपको कहीं भी बॉडी में प्रॉब्लम है, सपोजिटली मुझे प्रॉब्लम है, मेरे सर में बहुत दर्द हो रहा है, तो यू जस्ट हैव टू थिंक कि व्हेन यू आर ब्रीदिंग इन, यू आर टेकिंग अ वाइट लाइट इनसाइड योर ब्रेन, जहाँ पे आपको सर में दर्द हो रहा है। होल्ड ऑन फॉर 3 सेकेंड, देन ब्रीद आउट ब्लैक लाइट। यू जस्ट हैव टू थिंक यू आर ब्रीदिंग आउट ब्लैक लाइट। आपको मैं एक चीज बताता हूँ, यू विल बी सरप्राइज, बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है कि आफ्टर फिफ्थ और सिक्स्थ टाइम when they are breathing out, the black light automatically turns itself into gray light or a white light, because वहां की नेगेटिव एनर्जीज या लो वाइब्स ऑलरेडी निकल चुकी हैं बाहर। दिस एक्चुअली हैपन, आपको ऑटोमेटिकली नजर आनी शुरू हो जाएगा ये। इट्स अ वेरी गुड ब्रीदिंग टेक्निक, 6-3-6-3। इट्स बेसिकली अ प्राणायाम, बट विद अ ट्विस्ट कि व्हेन यू आर ब्रीदिंग इन, टेक इन व्हाइट लाइट, व्हेन यू आर ब्रीदिंग आउट, टेक आउट ब्लैक लाइट। इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल थिंग। और लास्ट में मैं आपको चीज बताना चाहूंगा, ये दिस इज आउट ऑफ द कोर्स, दिस इज आउट ऑफ द कोर्स, बट दिस इज कॉल्ड सुपर ब्रेन योगा। इट इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट एक्सरसाइजेज एवर टू बी बॉर्न ऑन दिस अर्थ। सुपर ब्रेन योगा आप सब ने बच्चों को कराएं, आप सब अपने आप कीजिए, बच्चों को कराइए, सुबह 7 टाइम्स, शाम को 7 टाइम्स। आप खुद कर सकते हैं 7 टाइम्स, मॉर्निंग या इवनिंग के अंदर। बहुत सिंपल है। बचपन में हम लोगों को टीचर्स हम लोगों को वो एक पनिशमेंट दिया करते थे कि कान पकड़ के उठक बैठक करो। तो कान पकड़ के उठक बैठक करने की एक्सरसाइज बेसिकली इज कॉल्ड सुपर ब्रेन योगा। बट इसको करने का तरीका है, राइट लेफ्ट हैंड से राइट कान पकड़ना है, जिसमें हम शुड बी आगे, ईयर लोब आगे होना चाहिए। राइट से लेफ्ट कान पकड़ना है, ईयर लोब पकड़ने हैं अपने, ठीक है। थंब आगे, गो डाउन, कम अप, गो डाउन, कम अप 7 टाइम्स। व्हेन यू आर गोइंग डाउन, ब्रीद इन, व्हेन यू आर कमिंग अप, ब्रीद आउट। दिस इज 7 टाइम्स। शाम को अपने बच्चों को कराएं 7 टाइम्स, सुबह अपने बच्चों को कराएं 7 टाइम्स। इसके पीछे की एक छोटी सी स्टोरी आई टेल यू। बड़ौदा में देर यूनिवर्सिटी कॉल एनएम यूनिवर्सिटी, उसमें मेरे एक प्रिंसिपल हुआ करते थे, जो मेरे स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल थे यहाँ पे, डॉक्टर एमपी छाया। उन्होंने वहां पे कुछ सालों पहले इंडिया के सबसे डल 57 बच्चों को बुलाया था, जो 10th में फेल हो गए थे, ठीक है, उनको हम पढ़ाएंगे। उसके अंदर दे इंट्रोड्यूस, मैं वहां पर गया था, मतलब मैं वहां पर जाता था, और उनको हमें अलग अलग एक्सरसाइज करवाते थे, जिसमें सुपर ब्रेन योगा एवरी डे वो लोग करते थे, और बहुत सारे एक्सरसाइज करते थे बच्चे, और उनको पढ़ाया भी जाता था। एवरी स्टूडेंट एवरी स्टूडेंट गॉट मोर देन 72% इन दी नेक्स्ट ईयर बोर्ड एग्जाम। एवरी स्टूडेंट पास। और डलेस्ट और डल बच्चे थे कि एक बच्चे के 3% आए थे, 3%, एक साल पहले। और एक साल बाद में उसके और ये दिस हैज बीन डॉक्यूमेंटेड एनएम यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर 57 बच्चों के लिए। एंड लाइक व्हाट निकोला टेस्ला से कि जो हम लोग साइंटिस्ट लोग हैं, मतलब जो साइंटिस्ट लोग हैं जितने भी, इफ दे स्टार्ट वर्किंग और स्टार्ट थिंकिंग अबो दी साइंस, और ऐसे मटेरियल को देख, ऐसे मटेरियल से जाके बात करें जो नॉन फिजिकल फिनोमिनाज हैं, अगर इस तरीके से हम लोग देखें या ढूंढे, तो हम लोगों को बहुत सारी चीजें मिल जाएंगी साइंस में, जो साइंस आज तक कोई प्रूव नहीं कर पाया। आई आई फिनिश ऑफ हेयर। आपको किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना हो या कुछ है तो आप मेरे से पूछ सकते हो, और रिलेटेड या एनीथिंग एवरीथिंग।
Thank you, Gaurav. It's a fantastic
Yeah,
session. I have a question.
yeah,
So,
please, sir.
while all these techniques sound interesting to
जी,
me, but is there some science behind it, or can we read something so that we can, for example,
yeah,
you mentioned 111, 2223, like,
जी.
logical mind says that why would I believe something like that, right? So, is there something behind it? And I mean, it may not be possible to share the details here, but can
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
go to some place to
Yes,
find
yes, yes, yes. What I'll do is कि I'll give you the names of the right books or the right articles where you can actually read it, and it has been researched कि क्या हुआ है कैसे हुआ है. It's a very good चक्रा के ऊपर ही it's a very great book. I am forgetting the name of the author. Audit something करके name है author का. I'll just give you the names, and it's one of the best books on chakras and auras, and it is all documented. और हमारे कितने सारे पुराने स्क्रिप्चर्स हैं जिसका मैं आपको वो दे सकता हूँ क्या कहते हैं नाम और विद पेजेस वेयर इट हैज बीन रिटन कि क्या क्या लिखा हुआ ऑरा के ऊपर और सबके ऊपर. इवन जो पुरानी एक मैगजीन एक बुक आया करती थी, इफ यू रिमेम्बर, कल्याण करके आती थी गीता प्रेस वालों की.
Mm-hmm.
कल्याण और पुरानी आती थी कि जो बहुत मोटी मोटी हुआ करती थी, उसके अंदर कितनी बार ऑरास के बारे में लिखा हुआ है.
Mm-hmm.
कृष्ण ने कितनी बार ऑरा के बारे में बोला है. बट एवरीथिंग एवरीथिंग इज डॉक्यूमेंटेड. जो मतलब मैं मेरा मानना ये है कि महाभारत और रामायण माइथोलॉजी नहीं थे, वो एक्चुअली हुए हैं वो. ठीक है, बहुत सारे केसेस हैं जो हुए हैं और
Mm-hmm.
इट हैज बीन गेटिंग प्रूवन नाउ. तो उन सब में जो चीजें लिखी हुई हैं ऑरा और चक्रस के बारे में वहीं से बात करते हैं, तो वो जो जो चीजें हैं डॉक्यूमेंटेड वो आपको दे सकता हूँ. आई कैन
Sure.
गिव यू द राइट नेम्स ऑफ द बुक्स. मतलब अभी मुझे याद नहीं है, बट आई कैन डेफिनेटली गिव यू द राइट नेम्स.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Gaurav. Yeah,
या
would
या
be, yeah, great to know that. Actually, a couple of hands are raised. Megha, do you have a question?
Yes, yes, I do have a question.
जी.
Actually, I do have two questions. First one is that as we are meeting over here virtually, so does our aura affects? Does we reciprocate to the auras of other people, or our auras are affecting to other people in this virtual meet?
Yes, it does. Because the thoughts does not. Thoughts is part of an aura. The aura, the physical aura, what I was teaching it here is just a physical part of the aura. Like I'll just give you an example कि अगर मैं ढंग से meditation करूँ, एक तरह there's a kind of a meditation, so my aura actually increases up to 10 kilometers. तो 10 किलोमीटर की रेडियस में जो भी आएगा मैं उससे इफेक्ट हो जाऊंगा. बट इन द वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड वी गेट इफेक्टेड बाय द थॉट प्रोसेस. हम लोग कभी कभी किसी का मैसेज सुन के बहुत गुस्सा आ जाता है ना अचानक ही, और किसी का मैसेज सुन के बहुत प्यार आ जाता है अचानक. So that's a virtual world, aura changing, aura vibes traveling.
Yeah, yeah. And the second question I do have that sometimes we feel that somebody around us is not feeling well or is not in a good mental condition. Can we heal that, or can we heal their aura?
Sorry. आपको वापस you have to repeat it because there was some disturbance coming.
Okay. What I'm saying is, if we are surrounded by some people who are not in a good mental condition, who are very
Okay.
negative thing, can we heal their aura?
Okay. Yeah. We can heal their aura, but we need to safeguard ourselves first. So उसके लिए I'll give you a very simple two techniques. Whenever you are in a place where you can just a second. If you are in a space, if you are in a place where people are negative and the vibes are low, do one thing, अपने हाथ को ऐसे क्रॉस करके बैठ जाइए. If you cannot cross your hand like this, just cross your hand like this. ठीक है, सिंपल. सबसे पहले अपने आप को सेफ गार्ड कीजिए एंड क्रॉस योर लेग्स. व्हेन वी क्रॉस द लेग्स, एक्चुअली हम सामने वाले के ऑरा को ब्लॉक कर देते हैं और अपने ऑरा को ब्लॉक कर देते हैं, और वहां से कोई भी एनर्जी हमारे पास आती नहीं है. दी नेगेटिव एनर्जी डज नॉट एंटर आवर बॉडी. एंड सेकंड, immediately start blessing that person कि thank you for giving me a good lesson or giving me a good lecture, and please the white light heals you well. Simple. आप इतना कर लीजिए, their aura will start residing down. The low vibes will go धीरे धीरे. बहुत जल्दी जल्दी तो नहीं जाएंगी, बट धीरे धीरे चली जाएगी. तब तक आपका टाइम खत्म हो जाएगा, आप उठ के वहां से आ सकते हो.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. It was
Yeah,
very well.
thank you, जी.
Okay, looks like Ujjwal has a question. Yeah, we probably can take a couple, one or two more questions only. But yeah, Ujjwal, go ahead.
Yeah,
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जो हमारे डेली कार्मिक कर्मा है, अकाउंट्स हैं, या डेली जो हम एक्शंस ले रहे हैं, उससे भी हमारा ऑरा डिसाइड होता है।
यस
और
सर,
क्या,
होता है सर.
अच्छा, और जैसे कहते हैं ना कि आप जिस इन्वायरमेंट में है जैसी संगत वैसा रंगत, और आप उसी इन्वायरमेंट में ढल जाएंगे कुछ दिनों तक।
यस,
जैसे आपके अच्छे
यस.
दोस्त हैं तो आप उसी अच्छा बन जाएंगे। तो ऐसा क्या कर रहे हैं कि मतलब हम उस एनवायरनमेंट को ही चेंज कर दें खुद ही, रादर देन उस एनवायरनमेंट के अकॉर्डिंगली अपने आप को ढाल लें।
सर उसका तो बहुत सिंपल तरीका है कि उनकी तरह सोचने से अच्छा हम थोड़ा सा मेडिटेशन करना शुरू कर दें. अगर बिकॉज व्हेन वी मेडिटेट वी ऑटोमेटिकली गेट पीपल हु आर लाइक माइंडेड टुवर्ड्स अस. जब हम मेडिटेशन करना शुरू करेंगे, जब हम बातें ठीक करना शुरू करेंगे या बातें थोड़ी पॉजिटिवली करना शुरू, क्योंकि हम लोगों को ना बातों में स्वाद बहुत आता है. ठीक है, लोगों की बातें सुन के स्वाद बहुत आता है हमें. बिचिंग करने में या गॉसिपिंग, सॉरी द वर्ड, रॉन्ग वर्ड, द गॉसिपिंग करने में स्वाद बहुत आता है. ठीक है, तो अगर हम गॉसिपिंग करना छोड़ देंगे और हम मेडिटेशन करना शुरू कर देंगे. मेडिटेशन डजंट मीन कि आप बैठ के 10 मिनट और आपने कुछ किया है, नहीं. अगर आप नहा रहे हो ना, तो नहाने का मजा लो. सिंपल है. खाना खा रहे हो तो खाना खाने का मजा लो. मेडिटेशन का हिंदी का मतलब होता है ध्यान. आप ध्यान से चीजें करोगे तो अपना मेडिटेशन होना शुरू हो जाएगा. जितना ध्यान से चीजें करोगे उतनी गलत चीजें आपके आसपास से ऑटोमेटिकली हटना शुरू हो जाएगी. आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. आपको और अपना आप इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. इंक्रीज होगी.
Okay, probably a last question, Deepthi.
Yes, thank you. So, Gaurav, basically, there are a lot of different names, like Reiki hai, then there's some other than some stone healing,
या
wo sab hai. So these are all basically working on the aura only, or
देयर
different
एनर्जी,
ways?
डिफरेंट वेज.
Acha.
ठीक है, हम एक दिन पनीर खा लिए, एक दिन मटर पनीर खा लिया हमने, एक दिन शाही पनीर खा लिया हमने.
Hmm.
इट इज लाइक दैट. प्राणिक हीलिंग, रेकी. सी द लोएस्ट लेवल ऑफ हीलिंग इज कॉल्ड एक्यूप्रेशर.
Okay.
इट इज द लोएस्ट लेवल ऑफ हीलिंग.
Hmm.
द हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ हीलिंग इज कॉल्ड साउंड थेरेपी. ठीक है, द
Okay.
हाईएस्ट, लोग मानते नहीं है बट द हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ हीलिंग इज साउंड थेरेपी. रीजन बीइंग वी ऑल आर मेड अप ऑफ एटम्स. टेक्निकली हम लोग एटम्स के बने हुए. एटम्स को अगर अगर स्पेस में ले जाया जाए तो वो दे आर ऑल इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स ओनली.
Yeah.
इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स इज साउंड ओनली. तो वी ऑल आर मेड अप ऑफ साउंड. हमारा जितना बॉडी का साउंड अच्छा रहेगा उतना हमारा ऑरा अच्छा हो जाएगा, उतना सब कुछ अच्छा हो जाएगा. इवन हमारी बॉडी की बीमारियां दूर होनी शुरू हो जाएंगी. तो लोएस्ट लेवल ऑफ हीलिंग इज एक्यूप्रेशर, हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ हीलिंग इज साउंड. एंड रेकी एंड प्राणिक हीलिंग एंड स्टोन हीलिंग, दीज कम्स अंडर एनर्जी हीलिंग. हम लोग एनर्जी को हील करते हैं. उसमें छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि कभी कभी हम खुद भी इफेक्ट हो जाते हैं
Hmm.
उसके अंदर,
I've
बिकॉज
heard
देर आर
that.
हीलिंग.
Yes.
जैसे ईएफटी है, ईएफटी में यू डोंट गेट इफेक्टेड. साउंड में यू डोंट गेट इफेक्टेड. ब्रीदिंग में यू
Okay.
डोंट गेट इफेक्टेड. ये कोई करता नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम ये है. तो इसीलिए.
Right. Thank you.
थैंक यू.
Okay, I'll probably take one last question. Archana has her hand raised. So Archana, please go ahead.
गौरव भैया, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि हाउ टू इंस्पायर the young generation to meditate and get into all these things, although ki my kids have started, but they just जैसे ही थोड़ा सा भी डिविएशन होता है दे स्टॉप. नहीं, टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है, मूड नहीं बन रहा है. सो
हाँ जी.
हाउ टू गेट देम इनटू मेडिटेटिंग.
पार्टी में जाते हैं आपके 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 बच्चे?
वेरी लेस. दे आर नॉट दैट सोशल.
ओके, वो क्या करना पसंद करते हैं वो? जस्ट एन एग्जांपल.
पढ़ना.
ऑफिस जाना पसंद है, पढ़ना पसंद है ना?
हम्म,
पढ़ने का टाइम निकल जाता है ना उनके पास.
हाँ.
हाँ, तो उनको इतना बोलो कि पढ़ना इज दिमाग ठीक करना, और
हम्म,
मेडिटेशन इज लाइफ ठीक करना.
हम्म,
सो टेल देम टू मेडिटेट एटलीस्ट फॉर अ मिनट. स्टार्ट विद अ मिनट. You don't need to meditate 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. मैं बहुत लोगों को बोलता हूँ कि start with 1 minute only. आपने 1 मिनट अपना ख्याल रखना है, अगले दिन अपने आप वो ख्याल 2 मिनट का हो जाएगा. आपको रोज 1 मिनट अपना ख्याल रखना है. एक्सरसाइज करनी है 1 मिनट से स्टार्ट कीजिए, मेडिटेशन करना है 1 मिनट से स्टार्ट कीजिए. डोंट डू एनीथिंग, स्टार्ट विद 1 मिनट. वो 1 मिनट काफी है. 1 मिनट कर करके 1 घंटा कब हो जाएगा पता भी नहीं चलेगा. बट डू इट डेली, डू इट डेली.
जी,
ओके, थैंक यू.
थैंक यू भैया.
Okay, there are so many questions, and I think the time is running short. Gaurav, we'll probably need to have you again. But thanks so much. It was very useful. I'll hand over the stage to our moderator. Chintan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. And what a wonderful session we had from Gaurav. Myself being deep into clinical research, so-called a scientific guy, I always love to hear and experiment and understand the other fields of healing. And aura is one of them. Because in science, we know what we know, and science can prove what is there, but it can't prove what is not there. So, out of today's session, what I learned in one line, if I can summarize, is we need to work for our aura. Otherwise, our aura will not work for us. And thanks a lot for sharing how we can work on our aura. Gaurav, it was a wonderful eye-opening session, and for sure it is going to helpful for all of us. Huge round of applause for Gaurav. For the guests and existing Toastmasters, as usual, now the meetings will be divided into 3 parts. We'll be having a prepared speech section. For the guest, the speakers come on the stage prepared on their speeches as per the curriculum decided by Toastmasters International. There will be evaluators for that. The second session will be table topic session where everyone will get a chance to speak on the stage impromptu on their feet. Where table topics master will give a topic and then you will be able to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Guests are also welcome. And the third session, what I feel out of today's session is kind of a grounding session. We sometimes go on the outer orbit and get excited, but the third session, which will be a grounding session for us to realize how well we did and how we can improve. And for that, we have general evaluator of the meeting today is Toastmaster Mehak Kapoor. Toastmaster Mehak is a student of Delhi School of Economics. She describes herself as a little high maintenance. Occasionally, she is lazy and sometimes insane. Drawing, painting, and music brings her to the peace. With that note, let's welcome an amazing poster maker and creative person on the stage, Toastmaster Mahek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chintan, for this warm welcome. Greetings, dear Toastmasters and fellow guests. I would be the general evaluator for the meeting today, and my role as the general evaluator is divided into 3 parts or 3 segments. The first one would be the evaluation of the meeting by the tag team players, that is the timer, R counter, and the grammarian. The second would be the speech evaluations, and the third part is the evaluation for the overall meeting. Let's start with the introduction of my tag team players. First, I would like to invite on stage Toastmaster Monica as the timer for the meeting to explain her role.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. So today I will be acting as a timer. Now, why timer is needed? It's really important. Have you ever seen any cookery show? You would see that the chief cook would be, asking all the participant and contestant, reminding them again and again importance of the time. And if they are not able to complete that dish on time, they fail even to participate in that particular competition. So that's the importance of time. And sometimes we all just need a little indication that this is a time. And that's what I'll be doing today. So what I will be monitoring is how you are taking optimum utilization of time. Each speech has a minimum and maximum time duration. So I think for all the speeches, the time duration is 5 to 7 minutes, correct? All these evaluations, all these speeches. So all the prepared speeches will be taking up from 5 to 7 minutes. So on 5 minutes, I'll be showing up a green card to indicate that yes, you have completed the bare minimum time. Yellow card indicating that time is rushing, be fast. And that when you complete your 7 minutes, I'll be showing up red card to tell you time is over. Then there'll be a 30 seconds of grace period, but recommendation is to try complete within the time. Then next step would be the TTM topics. So in table topics, each participant will get minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card that yes, you are safe. Yellow means you need to rush and close, and that will be happening at 1 minute 30 seconds. At 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red card that it's over, completely wind off. Again, you will get the 30 seconds of grace period, but recommendation is to complete it that grace. And I will be recording all these timings. I will also be recording and sharing once I'm called upon towards the end of the meeting to show up the report. Till then, ensure that you keep attention to the card that I'm showing so that you're able to properly manage your time, and wish you all the best. Back to table topic, Toastmaster Mehak. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica, for sharing the role as the timer. Next, we have our counter for the meeting, Toastmaster Ravinder, to introduce his role.
Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster Mehak. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as pause filler by anyone who speaks. And during this meeting, I will note down overused words, including as, well, but, you know, and the repeated words like such and I. So all will be taken care, and I will show my report end of the meeting for each speaker. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Mahek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravinder, for describing your role as an hour counter. Next, we have Toastmaster Deepthi. She is going to play the role of grammarian. Let's have her on stage.
Thank you so much, Madam Evaluator, General Evaluator, for calling me on the virtual podium. I'll be playing the role of the grammarian for today. As a grammarian, I will be noting down the good usages and the not so good usages of grammar. I'll present a detailed report towards the end of the meeting when the General Evaluator calls me again. What I'll also do is I will share the word of the day for today. The word of the day for today is ambience. AMBIENCE. I will type it in the chat box of the Zoom meeting as well. Ambience means the character and the atmosphere of a place. For example, today, the special session on aura has made the ambience very relaxed. And we are waiting for more excitement on the other side of the meeting. We will encourage every speaker in the meeting today to use the word of the day. And every time they use the word of the day, let's show a thumbs up to encourage them. With that, I'll hand over the podium back to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepthi, for sharing your role as well as sharing the word of the day, ambience. Everyone, this was my CAT team. I would be back when the general evaluation session would start. Okay. Until that, be mindful about the time. Keep a check on your R's and M's. And let's not forget to use the word of the day as much as possible. Thank you. I would present the stage back to our moderator, Toastmaster Chintan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mehak and your entire evaluation panel. Now, without further ado, let's begin our first session, that is prepared speeches. As mentioned in this section, the speakers prepare their speech as per the pathway defined by Toastmasters International. And our first speaker is none other than a person who has amazing aura. We all love him for being him. And before calling him on the stage, let's welcome the evaluator for Toastmaster Mohit's speech. She is Charu Vasisht. So Charu, may I request you to please come on the camera? Thank you so much. So I request Charu to please unmute and read out the project purpose and objective for the speech of Toastmaster Mohit.
Okay, I think I have missed the objectives. Would you be able to send Mohit to me?
Yeah, I've
Okay,
just shared
I
it.
got that now. Yeah.
I have shared it now, just now again. Yeah.
And Mohit bhai, your speech title also, it would be great if you share.
Yeah, it's magic.
That's magic.
Just magic.
Magic. Oh, okay. So I would be evaluating Mohit's speech. The purpose of the project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisages mentoring. The purpose of the speech is for the member to show some aspect of previous experience as a protege. So with that note, Mohit, all the best to you. And now I call upon stage speaker Mohit. Magic. Magic, Mohit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Charu. And let's give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Mohit. Toastmaster Mohit Sani, magic. Magic. Toastmaster Mohit Sani.
So the other day, we were out to buy our 2025 new diaries. That's a ritual we follow for years as a family. And yes, I have my New Year's diary. But while I was at that shop, there was a poster which caught my attention. This poster at that store said, "Credit is magic. We give it and you disappear." That brought me smile. It was a new spin to an old cliched "Aaj nakad kal udhar." I totally loved it because I was reminded of all those people who I had naively given a loan to only to make them disappear. That evening, when I was jotting down my thoughts in my new diary, I remembered about another magic though. While credit may be that magic which can make people disappear, there's another magic that can make those who are invisible visible. Yes, friends, there is another magic which can do that. Do you want to find out what that is? For that, let me take you back in time. The year is 1990. I have just entered class 7. I'm a very average student. And not the average. I'm like so average that not only my marks, but also my roll number is the average of the entire class. It is 22 in a class of 43. I am sitting in my middle row. I always avoid the front row and the back row in the classroom because the front rowers and the back rowers both get attention. And what we middle rowers get is ignorance. The front rowers are the ones who receive the praise. The back rowers are the ones who receive the reprimands. But I, in the middle row, am in my safe zone, well ignored and happy in my own zone. What I don't know yet, though, is that ignorance can lead to a sense of lost identity and a feeling of becoming invisible. Yes, friends, I'm invisible, I'm unheard, unseen, always ignored. But today, as I sit in my middle desk, I hear a voice. Mohit Sahani, please come here. She couldn't be calling me. After all, the only time I've heard my name is when the class attendance is being checked. I haven't done anything. Why would I be called? Mohit Sahani. At this time, I freeze. Mohit. And I walk up and I walk towards Mrs. Chug's desk. The walk that feels like eternity. And now Mrs. Chug announces, hello all, this year Mohit will be the class monitor. Me and the class monitor? Is she out of her mind? I don't even know how to utter a word, and I will be the class monitor? Or is this a trap? My thoughts are taking me to all the wild places. But Mrs. Chug is clear. I am looking downcast, not making any eye contact with Mrs. Chug, leave alone making eye contact with the class. I just keep standing there. Over the next few days and weeks, Mrs. Chug spends extra time with me. She gives me small assignments like distributing the worksheets to the classroom. She also tells me that it's okay to be shy. Over a period of the year, I end up not becoming the best monitor in the school, but I am able to speak. I'm able to interact. I'm able to become myself. Mrs. Chug has taught me that I too can be visible. She has done that magic. She has made the invisible visible. As I now reflect back on the story of Mrs. Chug and jot down my thoughts, I do believe that she has done magic. And whenever we see magic, we want to find out what's the trick behind the magic, right? Don't we? So, what is that trick behind mentors like Mrs. Chug? The magic lies in the ABCDs of mentorship. Mrs. Chug has A, she has given me the gift of her presence, and she has B, believed in me. She has given me compassion by understanding me and my struggles. And D, she has shown the discipline to step by step help me grow. So that is, my friends, the magic of mentors, the simple ABCD of mentorship. Now, friends, you might have seen those mentors in your life, and you now know the trick as well that lies behind the mentorship. So, A, available, B, believe, C, compassion, and D, discipline. Now, what are those things which are invisible in your life? Is it a path towards your passion? Is it a playbook to success at work? Or is it simply peace of mind? Whatever it is, apply the magic, talk to your mentor, and bring the magic in their lives. Or better still, become a mentor yourself and change someone else's life. Because you know what? The real fulfillment lies not in the magic, neither in the trick, but in making a difference. What do you think, Toastmaster of the Day?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. And considering the time, rather than having 1 minute of silence, let's quickly chat and message Mohit your feedback about his speech, and we'll wrap up in 30 seconds.
In the meantime, a very quick audio video check. Chintan, am I audible and visible?
Perfect. You are perfectly audible and visible.
Thank you.
So you can send Mohit a message over WhatsApp or Zoom chat. All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. And I could see today we don't have two speakers, but we have two speakers with their own chairs. One is embracing the chair, and while Toastmaster Ashish was being ready, he pushed away his chair. So let's welcome a speaker who's not having the chair, as we witnessed Toastmaster Mohit with his magic in the chair. And to call upon Toastmaster Ashish, before that, let's welcome on the stage his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Dipti Son. Over to you, Toastmaster Dipti.
Thank you, Chintan. Well, I'm honored today because I'll be evaluating the icebreaker speech for Toastmaster Ashish. Well, this is his second pathway. The pathway is engaging humor. So icebreaker is typically level 1, project 1. The speech title, please note, is My Banana Peel. The time duration for an icebreaker will be 4 to 6 minutes. Timer, please note. And the objective of an icebreaker is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basics in the structure of in delivering a public speech. I wish Toastmaster Ashish the very best of luck and look forward to listening. Thank you. Back to you, Chintan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dipti. A bit about Toastmaster Dipti. She is also a writer by choice, and she has joined Toastmasters as her passion. I forgot the rhyming word, sorry for that. But she is an amazing Toastmaster, calm, she is passionate, and she is also an amazing storyteller. With that, let's welcome on the stage whose aura screams as loud as his words. I still remember I had to buy sunglasses before appearing in front of him. Let's welcome on the stage a second speaker, Toastmaster Ashish, My Banana Peel. My Banana Peel, Toastmaster Ashish.
One fine day, a Punjabi man steps out of his house. As he opens the door, he sees a banana peel lying in front of him. Looking at the banana peel, he put a hand on his head and say, "Aaj phir se girna padega. Today, I'll have to slip over it again." Toastmasters and dear guests, if you all are thinking, why the hell he cannot step aside instead of tripping over the banana peel? Let me tell my story and you will find out that it's not so easy. I was born in a small town called Amritsar in the state of Punjab. Punjab, the land of butter chicken and butter naan. If you were to compare the Punjabi culture with artificial intelligence, you'll get a lot of used cases, some extra butter. And it helps them to grow as much vertically as horizontally. So was all my uncles and aunts. But I tell you, one thing which my one uncle boasted of was that he managed to go in the college for a few days. Collar up moment for him. My entire family was family of grocers. Nobody had studied. But I had ambition to do well in studies. As I started growing up, I realized that there were a few banana peels I was tripping over and over again. To start with, first one was kite flying, followed by cricket and video games. But once those games started fading away, I realized a new banana peel was entering my life. Those were my first experiences. I remember when I gave my first ever competitive exam, I lost my admit card on the way and had to come bare-handed. You all must be thinking it can happen to anybody, isn't it? But hang on, it happened to me not just once, but twice. Somehow, instead of giving up, I mustered up my courage and went on in terms of studies. Instead of falling backwards, I kept falling forward and kept moving with regard to my studies, and with help of friends like you and grace of God, I managed to qualify my CA and enter into unknown corporate world. With my background, there was no one supporting me. By the way, have you ever heard of a man who did 1000 blunders in his first job? Yeah, that was me. You name it, and I would have done it. I was on my own trip, following no instructions and following no guidelines. You could compare me to that fast bowler who's trying to bowl as fast as possible and in the process throwing most of the wides and no balls. Instead of taking off, my career was stuck on the runway. And when the company is not working, what most of us do? Yeah, find another job. I started doing that too. And here comes my first banana peels, you might call it. This was my first flight experience. Back then, flying was only meant for the rich or the rich, not for guys like us. We used to take train to travel. But I received an interview call of Nestle, and they said you can come from Mumbai to Delhi by flight. Flight? Wow. My excitement went off the charts. I was so excited that I forgot to withdraw any money. And back then, hard cash was the only possible money. There was no credit cards and stuff. I landed at the airport with 2 rupee in my pocket. I thought somehow I'll manage to withdraw the money from airport because debit cards still existed at that point of time. But guess what? At Mumbai airport, I could not find any ATM. I flew with only 2 rupee. And when I landed at Delhi, somehow I managed to find an ATM. As I entered it, my banana peel struck me yet again. I forgot my ATM password. I entered some random number and my card got blocked. That's when I summoned all my Punjabi courage. This is the time to do something. I managed to reach the interview place, give the interview, entered Nestle. That's been my dream company, and I'm working in that for last 20 years. Friends, my life has taught me that one need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. We all have banana peels that we trip over again and again. And life is about tripping, learning, and yet growing. Every time you trip, you are failing, but not failing. You are just getting better at dodging the next trip. The challenges are like that butter on that butter naan that makes the life a little more enjoyable. Let's embrace all our banana peel, laugh at them, let them shape us. Like a Punjabi inside me would say, there's always scope for some extra butter. Back to you, dear Modi.
Thank you so much. It was a wonderful speech. And let's type in your feedback to Toastmaster Ashish's speech over Zoom or WhatsApp, and we'll have 30 seconds to do that. Thank you, everyone. You can keep typing. And meanwhile, let me welcome on the stage to conduct the next session, that is Table Topics Master, none other than someone who's always walking behind the club's aura, someone who's always delivering a wonderful poster. She creates the magic by pinning us whoever requests as a tech master, someone who's an amazing Toastmaster, Mehak on the stage as a table topics master. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chintan. Greetings once again, everyone. As the cable topics master, first I will introduce like what a cable topic segment is. It is an impromptu speaking session wherein the guest and the members would be allowed to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. The green card would be displayed at 1 minute. The yellow card will be displayed at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card will be displayed at 2 minutes. And it will remain up until the speaker stops speaking. You would all be having 30 seconds of grace period, so you can speak for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, beyond which you would be disqualified. Now, taking forward, this is what the cable topic segment is all about. First, let's have on stage an experienced Toastmaster. Anyone who would like to go ahead, you all can raise your hands. Any
I can.
experienced Toastmaster? Okay, I see Toastmaster Deepti. Okay, so the topic for you is, what's one thing you do to feel more positive and vibrant? What's one thing you do to feel more positive and vibrant? Toastmaster Deepti.
I dress up and I show up. That's what I do every time I want to feel more positive and more vibrant. I started doing this when I read a brief article by a well-known humorous author, Twinkle Khanna, whom we probably might know as a film actress also. She'd written an article about a red lipstick, which her mother, Dimple Kapadia, wore to the prayer meeting for her dad. She called it out in the article because they had received a lot of troll messages, and there were also a lot of hate messages about a woman wearing a red colored lipstick to her husband's prayer meeting, which, according to the Hindu culture, is a time when you're remembering the gone soul. The idea for writing that article was to let the world know that grief or times when you're feeling low are not to be judged by your appearance. And the fact that the woman was wearing a red colored lipstick was for her to boost her confidence, her own shaking energy on the inside. She wanted to feel comfortable. And the easiest way that she found was to put on her favorite red lipstick. Well, I'm not a red lipstick fan, but I'm certainly a fan of the courage that Twinkle Khanna's mother showed that day. I will promise to dress up and show up every time I shake and I'm nervous on the inside. Thank you. Back to you, Mohit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepti. What a thoughtful take. And I'm definitely sure that your positivity in this cable topics added so much warmth to the ambience in the meeting today. Now let's have our another volunteer. I can invite on stage Toastmaster Simmi if you would like to go ahead with the cable topics.
Okay, I can try, but yeah, so I'm actually not comfortable being uncomfortable, but now I'm on spot. I'll try.
Okay, so your topic would be, what's a small habit that keeps you stay happy and energized? What's a small habit that helps you stay happy and energized? Toastmaster Simi.
Uh, I'm a true believer that the happiness of a person is in his or her hands. And it is not like I have known this fact from my childhood. I have learned being happy uh, while I was getting matured. So in my childhood, I was not so happy child. But in the company of the friends like all of you, and by reading good materials in the books, I have learned that you can easily raise your vibrations by affirmations. The affirmation that I do in the daily morning is when I get up, I put my feet on the floor, I open my hands and chant a mantra. That is what give me energy, and that sets my day, my mood for the day. And another trick that I do is putting a quote on my phone as a wallpaper. So the wallpaper currently on my phone is I attract abundance. And another wallpaper is the self-love. I think these are the two my core uh, principles that I'm building, and it's truly giving me happiness. What is your take, my dear friends? How you take your happiness up? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Simi. And this was definitely a vibrant take on the topic. I must say that affirmations play a huge role controlling your minds to be happy and be energized. So thank you for sharing your wisdom. Now we can take one last topic. We can have Toastmaster Seema if she wants to take up a topic. She has been keeping silent in the meeting today. All right. Any other volunteers? If not, Toastmaster Seema. Toastmaster Nidhi, would you like to try?
Ravinder was raising the hand.
All right. Let's have Toastmaster Ravinder then. So the topic for you is, do you believe that positive thoughts can change your life? Do you believe that positive thoughts can change your life? Toastmaster Ravinder.
I believe thoughts play very vital role in our life. Either it's positive or negative. And I experience this with myself. Every winters I have cervical pain during January start or end of January. This year, while sleeping end of December, I thought, oh, this year there is no neck pain. I am feeling good. And very next day, I felt the pain in my body. Same thing with my mobile also. I thought, okay, this time my phone has not fallen from the last 6 months and my same screen is working. Within 5 days, when I was getting down from my car, my phone get down and it's broken. The screen is broken. And whenever I thought, okay, I can do this, I seen with my thoughts, the energy and positiveness comes in my mind, my body, my health. Either it's physically or mentally. So I'm not saying only positive thoughts make changes in your body. Like in our today, the expert Gaurav also mentioned about the aura. So our thoughts are our aura. So not positive thoughts, even I seen if you think negative, that's also attract your surroundings. So thoughts are very important, and always we have to think positive only, not negative. So that's my opinion, and I'm just trying myself to think always positive with the positive thoughts. But sometimes also we get the some negativity also. So always stay positive. Thanks. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravinder, for sharing your thoughts that it's definitely important to stay positive always, whether you are in a negative situation as well. This is the best thing to stay confident and be positive about the results. Now, with this, due to the paucity of time, let's close the table topic segment and I would quickly pass on the stage to our moderator, Toastmaster Chintan. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mehak, and it was wonderful watching everyone speaking their heart out. Today, I see one person is the happiest one, our first speaker. Any guesses why? Because we had power packed meeting, but we still the clock didn't strike 12:15. So it's a wonderful thing, and I am sure he's happy that I am keeping the things short. Because with me as a moderator, it's always risky that we'll go over time. So keeping him happy, let's welcome on the stage and segue into the evaluation section led by Toastmaster Mehak. Over to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chintan. In the general evaluation segment, first let's start with the speech evaluations. So I would like to call on stage Toastmaster Charu, the speech evaluator for Toastmaster Mohit, to share the evaluation report.
Hello again, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Mohit's speech was sheer bliss to me. It was indeed magic because it brought back my own memories of what I had been as a child. Mohit started off the speech with personal notes about his personal experience about buying a diary and also added a lot of humor into it, which made it more heartwarming. I could relate to it because as a child, I was, just like Mohit said, an average student, not average in academics, but I tried to blend in. Was not very comfortable if someone notices me or talks about me. So I always tried to blend in. Okay, I never wanted to stand out as a bad person or a good person or a beautiful person or a ugly person. I just wanted to blend in so that nobody notices me because it's more comfortable that way. And most of the introverts do that. So that was it. And my moment of glory used to come when the results used to be announced at the end of the half yearlies or quarterlies. So I could very well relate to it. The passage of the speech, the pace was really very calming and soothing. The way Mohit traversed through his experiences, made notes about what he learned, his observations, they were all very wonderful, very heart rendering. The only thing which I could find in his near perfect speech, because as an evaluator, it's my job to find out some areas of improvement, that would be about the pauses, which were really suitable at times, but at times they were longer than usual. So those were the times when we had to keep thinking what's coming next, or is the speaker not very sure about what he's going to speak next. So that was the only part. Apart from that, I would say that I observed a wonderful voice modulation, the way he was speaking and playing out different character roles about a teacher, about himself as a child, as a student. So that was really wonderful. The body language was awesome. His whole body was speaking and was in rhythm with what he's saying. So that made the speech very much impactful. Humor, again, I said in the beginning of the speech, the humor was his strength, and it made the speech very interesting. Otherwise, it could have been bland or boring. But never was one moment where I felt that it was going boring. It was interesting all throughout. So my takeaway from the speech is belief in magic, belief in the magic of people, of mentorship, and also just like Mohit towards the end of the speech motivated us to basically mentor or get mentored. So that call to action, that was also very important and something which I'll take with me and I'll try to uh, be mentored and also mentored people who are in need of mentoring. So very well done. Congratulations to you, Mohit, on successful completion of the project. All the best.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Charu, for such a detailed evaluation for Toastmaster Mohit's speech. Now, let's have on stage our second evaluator, Toastmaster Deepthi, to please share the evaluation report for Toastmaster Ashish's speech.
Thank you, Mehek, for calling me on the virtual podium, and I've been waiting for my turn to share my thoughts about the banana peels today. What an awesome delivery, Toastmaster Ashish. When you hear the word icebreaker, you typically look for areas of improvement. Your focus is towards, what's the newness in the speech? Well, we had everything. And the fact that this is your second pathway, and still you delivered a beautiful icebreaker speech today, which had a solid structure and a very engaging, intriguing, and clear title, My Banana Peels. Made it a great delivery for an icebreaker speech today. How I evaluate your speech will be by focusing on two key aspects. So the objective of any icebreaker is to understand or know the personality of the speaker. And the other objective is to understand or see if he can bring about a connection with the pathway that he selected. So the pathway that Ashi selected was engaging humor. And the insight about Ashish is what I could clearly gather. One, we've known him as a great storyteller, but today the speech also introduced us to a different aspect of Ashish, which is in the fact that he is always ready or upbeat to accept challenges and admit mistakes, 1,000 blunders. That phrase is going to stay with me for a long time, Ashish. It also brings out your courage, which is on the inside. The other aspect of your personality that was brought out is self-motivation. You did not give up. So beautiful insights with a simple story, sprinkled with humor all across, which is what your pathway is. I have noted a page full of humorous incidents or humorous anecdotes right from the joke at the beginning to reference to butter chicken and butter naan. And when you summarize it with an extra dollop of butter, it is all subtle but amazing situational humor. You've given us a different definition of a banana peel. Your solid body gestures, including your eyes and your energy, were speaking 1,000 times more than the words. The only place where I'd like you to focus on is the fact that you were looking down at the screen. So probably you were reading from the screen or referring to your script. With your experience, we would want to see you narrating the script to best bring out the genuineness in the story. And at times, the pace was too fast because I missed a couple of interesting words in my role as a grammarian. So those are the two areas or challenges that I'd like to throw at you for the superb speaker you are. Thank you for making us enjoy a superb speech today. Back to you, Mehek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepthi, for such an effective and evaluation for Toastmaster Ashish's speech. I'm sure that he must have noted down the points for improvement as well as the beautiful points that you have shared for him. Now, let's have our report from our tag team players. First, I would like to call on stage our timer for the day, Toastmaster Monica, to share her report.
Can I share my screen? I hope I can. Let me give it a try. Yes, I can. What a great ambience that has been shifted because of the beautiful speeches by everyone today. And not only that, even the evaluators, they have done the fabulous job. And now I come with what is being waited upon by everyone is my report. I hope my screen is visible. Superb. So clearly, everybody has properly utilized the time because we are given a minimum and maximum time limit. Now, what I see from report, almost everyone utilized and juiced out the time. That's a fabulously done. Congratulations to everyone because the time not well utilized is time wasted, and that's the most impeccable resource that we have. If we waste it, we actually lose a lot of things. So good job, everybody, except for one evaluator who overutilized the time, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe learning for the next time, but superbly done. And all the information being shared across, that makes it more meaningful. One tip probably I can suggest to everyone is a focus on ABC when you are conducting your speeches, your evaluation. A is for seeking attention, that you capture audience attention with the words you start. First 10 seconds, focus on that. B is body, which is a masala of your conversation, be it a speech, be it your evaluation, because everybody would be glued to it by the masala that you are adding. That's the body. And conclusion is very important, which makes your speech or your evaluation rememberable. So with these tips, ensure you keep watching the timer cards that the timer shows so that you are on time every time. So with that, I close my report. Thank you, everybody, and congratulations for the fabulous speeches and evaluation that have been delivered today. Awesome. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica, for seamlessly sharing the timer cards on time, as well as telling us the method, the ABC method that we can use after all for maintaining the time well. Now let's have on stage the our counter for the meeting, Toastmaster Ravinder, to share his report.
Yeah, thank you, Meg. I'm just sharing my screen. Today, I think we get a very less chance to speak. Only few people were able to speak. So I hope my screen is visible. It's not visible yet. Okay, now it's visible. So from Mohit, Chintan and Ashish, I haven't noticed any filler words. From Simi, it was 2 times and so one. For Meg, 1 and so also 1. For Charu, it was 5 times, you know 2 and so 3. And from Dipti, it was 4. And I think I was also the table topic speaker. There were a lot of filler words from my side also, but I couldn't note down that one. So this all is about my report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravinder, for sharing your report as an hour counter and sharing the visual presentation as well. I hope all of us can go back and maybe we can write down our R's and Gums so that we can improve upon from the next meeting. Now, let's have on stage Toastmaster Deepti to share her report as the grammarian for the meeting.
Thank you, Mehek. The word of the day was used only by Monica, which is the word was ambience. I would encourage everybody to use the word of the day in your personal areas or when you're speaking today. It's a simple word to use, but it can get you into the act of learning the word. Here are some great usages of grammar that happened today. So Mohit used words like reprimands, sense of lost identity, and surely average and magic. These two words have a different meaning starting today. उनको बोलो 2 मिनट 2 मिनट आती उनको बोलो 2 मिनट रुके. अच्छा 2 मिनट आ रही हूँ. Ashish used tripping peels, barren-handed, mastered courage, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Simi used true believer. Mehek used vibrations, sharing your wisdom. Ravinder used experience with myself, stay positive. Charu, pure bliss. And Monica used impeccable resource, and time not well utilized is time wasted. So amazing usage today. I really could not note down any specific not so good usages of grammar. But I also read a tip somewhere which will help us improve our speaking skills of fluency, which is let's start watching the Netflix series or any other series with subtitles. That helps us understand the words that are spoken better by looking at the site. So use all your audio, video skills to to get better with grammar. Thank you. Back to you, Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepti, for sharing such a well described report and also sharing the thought that we can always go back and see the Netflix series with the subtitles so that we can understand the grammar well and can learn new words to enrich our vocabulary. Now, let's quickly go ahead and I would share my report as the general evaluator for the overall flow of the meeting. So, it was a fantastic meeting that we had today, full of learning, positivity, and engagement. First, let me commend the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Ujjwal as his debut role, who began the meeting beautifully with energy and he clearly outlined the mission statement and the ground rules that we need to follow for the meeting. He also introduced the theme for the meeting for all of us, taking a strong foundation for the upcoming session. Kudos to Toastmaster Ujjwal for doing his debut role so well. Coming to Toastmaster Mohit, the presiding officer for the meeting, he carried forward the meeting with the same momentum and enthusiasm, where he introduced the guests, sharing the details about the international speech contest, and he ensured that all aspects of his role were clearly covered effectively in his speech. Coming to our moderator, Toastmaster Chintan, who seamlessly took forward the session forward, introduced that how the three segments would be regulated in the meeting today. He also made sure that the time taken for all and each and every role player on each and every session is concise so that we can have all the sessions in the meeting. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Chintan, for letting the meeting go in a very smooth flow. Coming to our special session with our expert speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav, who took the session on positivity and how to build that strong energy field. The exercises that he shared were very small and to have a very basic sense of how one can enrich their aura and the positivity around. First of all, maybe it was the mindful breathing, the 6-3 and the 6-3 approach that he shared, the importance of meditation were not just some things that were just being shared in the making, but there was something that we can do in our lives as well. It was a truly enrichful session for all of us. I'm sure it has built the ambience for the meeting. So, big round of an applause to both Toastmaster Gaurav as well as Toastmaster Mohit for organizing this wonderful session for all of us. To wrap up, I think the meeting today was filled with enthusiasm and energy that was displayed. The two speeches also presented a treat for the listeners to go ahead with, and the evaluations and everything that was being provided, it was just on point, making sure that we just wrap up the meeting on time because it was a power packed meeting after all. So overall, the meeting was a perfect blend of different structures and a smooth show. So kudos to all of us for having this smooth meeting today. And this is the way that we can end on time as well. I'm sure all of us are leaving with great positivity and energy from this meeting and learning great aspects about our aura. I'm sure we will all establish and maybe improve this in our lives as well. Now I would present the stage back to our moderator, Toastmaster Chintan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mike, for that wonderful evaluation. And I think Toastmaster Mohit is sharing the votes. And meanwhile, the stage is open for anyone to come on the stage and share their feedback. I think we don't have guests. Only Satish we have, seems a guest. So Satish, maybe you can unmute yourself and come on the stage to share your feedback. It would be great. Yeah. Uh, you are still muted, Satish. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Hello, sir. Good morning. So I was a bit busy, so I could not attend the meeting fully. But anyway, I enjoyed the meeting very well. And the only thing I disagree with is about the aura part of it is totally unscientific things spreading unnecessarily, making confusion and making money only out of this business. So anyway, everything went fine and well-planned meeting, well-organized. All speakers were excellent, and I enjoyed the meeting very well. Thank you for getting a
Thank you
chance
so much.
like
Thank you so
this.
much, Satish, for that kind words. And yeah, everyone has their opinion and their understanding and belief. So we really appreciate and understand your opinion, and we would love to have you again in our meeting. On a very lighter note, you can see my aura blinkering, but it's the light which is having that effect. So don't judge me for having negative aura. And with that note, let's welcome on the stage our president, presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chintan. And what a wonderful meeting we had. Yeah, I mean, people can have their own different views about the themes and topics that we discuss. And that's the fun and that's the amazing part of these Toastmasters meeting, where we at least introduce new topics to the guests and the Toastmasters. And of course, it is up to ourselves to decide whether it works for us or not. Um, Yes, I do have the final outcome from the People Choice Awards today. So let's have a round of applause for our best speaker of the day, which goes to Toastmaster Ashish. A huge round of applause for Ashish. What a wonderful, humorous speech, Ashish. And our best table topics speaker today goes to Toastmaster Deepthi. A round of applause for Deepthi. Wonderful take on the table topics, and I particularly love the dress up and the show up the way you mentioned it, and that's exactly what all of us have done here today. We've dressed up and we've shown up to grow in our own journeys. The best evaluator today goes to Toastmaster Charu. Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Charu. Auxiliary role player today goes to, once again, you, Toastmaster Deepthi, as the grammarian for the day. And the best role player goes to Toastmaster Mehek. A huge round of applause for Mehek. Congratulations to all of us for showing up and growing in your own journeys. And that brings us to the end of this amazing session, particularly and personally taking so much away from today's session. And looks like Chintan has something to share. So I'll hand over to you before we close, Chintan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. I just wanted to ask the rules because I think there were speakers who wanted to nominate, especially Mehak. So Mehak, you want to go next for the speech? I have already written your name down. It was just an acknowledgement that you are going next as a speaker. Then who's going for Toastmaster of the Day? Any nomination? Since Toastmaster Dipti is looking at others, she wants to nominate. So would it be fine, Toastmaster Dipti?
Um, is there an
So,
option to say no?
so Toastmaster Dipti would be Toastmaster of the Day. Ravinder, your speech.
Yeah, Chintan, I'm just thinking since long for speaking our second speech. Yes, I will try.
Okay, so we have two speakers, Toastmaster of the day, and
I would
Toastmaster
also
Mohit.
like to deliver a speech in the next meeting.
Okay, so Charu as a speaker as well. I would be evaluator for any speaker that we will decide later.
Chintan, I also would like to give a speech next time. I just
Perfect.
message on the chat box. Yeah.
आप मोहित का भी बना दो.
Okay, sure. So we have
Mohit.
already 4 speeches. So maybe we can think about marathon. Let's see how it goes. Toastmaster Mohit, anything you want to take up? Maybe general evaluation as we have another Sani taking team mode.
Yeah, sure, sure. Will do. I
So
cannot
we have
refuse
team
you.
mode, 4 speakers, 1 evaluator, 1 GE. Ujjwal, anything you want to take a timer role or something? Or any other role? Table topics master?
Timer role I can take, sir.
Great, great. So Ujjwal will be a timer. I think we are good with almost 80% roles, and with that, I hand the stage back to Mohit.
What role are you picking up, Chintan?
I took a speech evaluator. I knew the
Yeah.
question will come, so I took it.
So
Over to
that's,
you.
thank you, Chintan, for that. It really helps to get the roles right away. And that's exactly what a good mentor does, right? They nudge us a bit and support us a lot. So that's what Chintan is for us. Thank you, Chintan. And that brings us to the end of this amazing session. And let's continue to radiate positivity, confidence, and inspiration in everything we do. See you at the next meeting. Stay vibrant and keep shining. See you next time.